I couldn't help myself this time.
I know you couldn't.
You really couldn't.
You take the countdown as a countdown to fart.
He gets so excited about the countdown.
He does.
And he does the Kevin voice.
3, 2, 1.
It's to shut you guys up.
Yeah.
9 out of 10 times you guys are talking, so I have to like speak over you.
It's true.
And count it down.
It's true.
I hate you guys.
I hate when you're over me, Kevin.
Lots of people hate us, but you know who we don't hate, Kevin? Everyone out there right now watching live on Twitch, welcome to the morning show, everyone. My name is Nick. This is Tim.
Hi.
We have some fun news stories to talk about today, including some Russo Brothers messaging.
Russo Brothers?
Yeah, they put a little message to the audience.
Wow. We're big fans of those guys.
We're not big fans.
The new
of
episode of
guys.
MCU in Review just went up.
Kevin, bring that up. Or not. There it is.
I'm going.
Captain America Civil War was reviewed.
For a second, I thought
Is it our new number 1 or is it our new number 2? You're going to have to watch this episode to find out. Or at the very least, skip to the end of it.
Don't skip to the end of it. Watch
You're
the
telling
entire
me they shouldn't skip to the end of a 2 hour and 14 minute review?
So here's what happened in this one.
Really how long it went?
Yeah, it was really long. And here's what happened on this one is two things combined to have this be 2 hours and 15 minutes. Actually 3. One, Civil War is actually a really cool, nuanced movie. We wanted to talk about it.
Yeah.
That's actually probably the most important thing. We had a blast doing that. 2, we don't do a timer anymore.
Nope.
So we have no concept of time, which we need to bring the timer back just so that people have context of like when things are said at what point.
Yeah.
So I think that's a note for next week. And 3, there may have been a lot of beers had.
See, the thing is,
Lot
I
of
don't think
beers
that the
had.
beer had much to do with it. I think more the
It
fact
did when
that
the person who was supposed to be in charge of doing the plot summary was hammered.
No.
And was like, here's what happened in 1991. Janet Jackson's Rhythm Nation came out 3 years earlier.
That is true. That is true. But I think that the bigger thing is that we spent half the episode before we even got to the plot. We were just fucking meandering all over the place.
I thought
this
we
might have
weren't
been one
doing
of the best reviews we've done.
At one point, you were like, well, we don't have to worry about the plot.
Yep.
So I was like, oh, I'm just going to talk about it. And then Greg goes, all right, let me bring it back
Yep.
to 1991.
Yep. And that's where we went awry.
I thought that the plot is an important thing, and I was pushing to have it come back.
Well, the thing about the plot that's nice is that it allows us to hit, like when we go through beat by beat, it allows us to criticize or praise every single moment,
thing.
which I think is really, really cool.
It is really cool, but it also results in a review that is as long as the movie.
It was long.
I remember back in the day when the Red Letter Media, like the Star Wars reviews came out, and it was like, the review's longer than episode 1, and everyone's like, that's so weird and novel. And now we just do it naturally without even trying because we're assholes.
No, but it's also fun to talk about these movies.
Totally.
Definitely go check this one out. If you guys listen to this as a podcast, I think it'll be fun to listen to this over the span of a week and a half, or however long it takes you to listen to a 2.5 hour long podcast.
You get on podcasts, just search for Kind of Funny Reviews
Yeah.
on any of the podcast services, including Spotify.
Yeah, which is great.
Or on youtube.com/kindoffunny.
I've enjoyed this one, and it sucks that it's quickly coming to
We'll
an
wrap
end.
it up. I mean, it's crazy. Next week we have Doctor Strange. Then the following week we're doing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 and Spider-Man Homecoming.
Right.
What? That's gonna be
And then the
packed.
week after that, we're doing Thor Ragnarok and Avengers Infinity War.
It's crazy how many good movies there are.
I'm excited. I watched Thor Ragnarok like a month ago, and I'm excited to watch it again.
Yeah, man.
I am excited to watch. I'm
It
actually
is a
excited to
gem.
watch Homecoming. I haven't seen it since theaters, so it'll be fun to go back
me
and watch
neither.
that. Guardians of the Galaxy 2, I'm not as excited for. Not because I don't think it's going to be good. I remember thinking like I really liked Guardians of the Galaxy 1. You watch 2, you're like, it's more of 1, but I'd rather go back and watch 1.
I actually didn't like Guardians 2.
Two.
And,
Didn't like it?
It was fine.
Okay.
It was fine.
Don't say
It was
you didn't
fine,
like
but I
it.
didn't like it. I didn't like think that there was anything
You
special
didn't
about it.
love it. You liked it.
No, I didn't. I was like,
You're an
it's
idiot.
fine when I watched it in theaters. But I do think if I've learned anything from the MCU review, is that rewatching the movie, I'm now going to like or love it.
I think so. I think it'll provide. I mean, obviously, the context of what we've learned leading up to this really kind of builds into the overall mythos of what these movies are trying to accomplish, which is great. I.e., long-winded way of saying, yeah, they're better now because we know what came before.
Yep.
Which is great, and we can study those movies, and we
And
know
what
what comes
comes
after,
after, yeah.
which is great. Guardians 2, I thought was a really fun movie, but I'll be interested to see if it keeps my attention.
Yep.
Because Guardians 1, fun. But on the third viewing, I was like, the jokes just I know when they're coming. I don't, they're not. None of them really hit that well for me. Thor Ragnarok, on the other hand, I'm like, bring it on again.
Well, it's
bring it
fresh.
on again.
It's new.
And by the way, speaking of bring it on, this is just a note for all the listeners and viewers out there. All of the bring it ons are on Netflix right now.
Oh, really?
With, I think, the exception of the first one.
No.
I think it's
That's
just
upsetting.
Bring It On, All or Nothing, Bring It On, We're Still in High School, Bring It On, the cheerleading outfit doesn't fit anymore.
We're Still in High School features Haley from One Tree Hill. I was a big fan of
Well, at one point, Hayden Panettiere is in one of them.
Oh, yeah?
She takes over the moniker of whatever the Kristen Dunst character was.
Yeah, what?
I don't know if they're the same characters or not.
Bring this up, Kev.
Oh, wow. Here we are.
Okay, so there's Bring It On Again, Bring It On All or Nothing, Bring It On In It to Win It, Bring It On Fight to the Finish, and Bring It On Worldwide Cheer Smack that came out last year.
I'm gobsmacked by this.
Oh, and here are the stars in it.
I'm gobsmacked.
Wait, what? Hold on. Scroll down a little bit. The film expanded its reach when it was made into Bring It On the Musical with music by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Is there nothing that man can't do?
He made it into a musical?
I hope it's a rap rock musical, just like Hamilton. Wait, go back to that. So here's, I mean, as everyone knows out there, I have a deep library of knowledge when it comes to films.
Christ.
I did not know there were 2 more films in the series that I hadn't seen yet, and I need to watch them tonight.
I did not know that Cheer Goddess, as played by Vivica A. Fox.
What? Vivica A. Fox was in one of these?
The newest one.
Christina
the Cheer Goddess,
Milian?
dude. Get familiar. Christina Milian? Where?
Right there. She's in
Holy
one of them.
shit, she was the star of one of these movies. We were just talking about her yesterday.
No, we weren't talking about her yesterday.
No, we weren't.
I kept saying Christina Milian. You were like, no, that's
you're
not
talking
the
about
person.
Vanessa Manillo.
You were talking about Vanessa Manillo. I kept saying Christina Milian.
We were talking about, the 2 separate things. Nick Lachey was married to Vanessa Manillo, not Christina Milian.
But I kept saying Christina Milian. I was like, that's not a real person. I'm like, I swear to God, I didn't just pull that name out of my ass.
That's not true. We then went on to have a conversation about all the hits that Christina Milian had, including AM to PM and the Kim Possible theme song.
A good point. You did talk about the Kim Possible theme song. Mm-hmm. Long story short, as Nick Lachey, you fucked up. You should have married Christina Milian.
Dude, Vanessa Manillo is a national treasure.
Kevin, bring up Vanessa Manillo. Well, I'm totally not, I'm spacing on either of these people. Didn't Vanessa Manillo, wasn't she just a host of something?
She was a host on a bunch of stuff.
But not like
VH1
Brooke Burke's Wild On.
I mean...
Or did she host Wild On after Brooke Burke?
I think she did.
This is the question.
What am I looking for?
Vanessa Manillo.
Vanessa Manillo. And don't worry about spelling. Google will correct that for you. No, you don't have to worry about spelling anymore. I'm gonna bring up the chat real quick and see what people are saying, because they must think we're fucking crazy.
They're chatting, dude. Christina Milian, the hotness, says not the Lysander at work.
Let's see.
Drewski says, what flavor's the purple
not
LaCroix
Vanessa
berry?
Milano.
What?
No.
What did you just say?
Alyssa Milano. No. Not Melissa
not
Milano.
Alyssa Milano, not Christina Milian. Vanessa Manillo.
I'm not finding anything.
Are you typing in Vanessa?
You definitely didn't type it right. What did she? Okay, so Joy.
Now known as Vanessa Lachey.
Okay, is an American television personality, beauty queen, fashion model, television host, and actress. She was also named Miss Teen USA.
That was the confusion there.
Pull it up. Yeah, she was on TRL and Entertainment Tonight.
Okay.
But they're not married anymore.
They're not?
What?
No, are they?
Is nothing sacred?
That was a question?
No, they're still married.
Okay.
Man, that was a storybook romance. Storybook romance. Between her and Nick Lachey. It was perfect. Although Nick Lachey, kind of not a star when they got married.
How is it a storybook romance when it's after a show called Newlyweds with Jessica Simpson? It's a bad storybook.
Listen, everyone. Nobody counts the first marriage. Okay, we all get one. You get one, it's the practice round for the next wedding. Okay. Do you understand me?
I do.
After the second one, the third is just pathetic, and you shouldn't expect anyone to come to your wedding and or bachelor party. If you're one of those assholes that has a bachelor party for your third wedding, go get fucked.
No.
Here's what you do for your third wedding. Don't involve anyone. Don't make it cost any money for anyone. Go to the courthouse, get married, and just hope to God she takes care of you when you're shitting yourself in like 3 years. Because you're probably 80 years old. That's all I'm saying.
Damn.
Wait, which one's Christina Milian then?
Christina Milian she's the dip it low, pick it up slow, move it all around.
Okay, so she is the person I was thinking about, but I thought she was married to Nick Lachey. But yeah, she's way different. That's a different person.
She is way different.
Yeah.
That is a fact.
Yeah.
Kim Possible theme, dude.
Good for her, man. Mm-hmm. Look at her. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's your morning show for today. That's it. We just wanted to figure out the difference between Christina Milian
and Vanessa Manillo and Alyssa Milano. You know?
We have lots of fun things to talk about. Before we get into that, a couple more housekeeping things. This episode of the Kind of Funny Morning Show is brought to you by kindoffunny.com, where you can get all sorts. Sorry, I put kindoffunny.com there. I should have put kindoffunny.com/store.
Did you hear about Channing Tatum?
No. Did he die?
No.
Divorced.
Forced.
Yeah, that's been on the horizon for a while.
That sucks, man. Fucking sucks.
Why is your hand so hot?
Is it a hot
That's
hand?
a question
I'm
for
hot.
you.
I had to take my leather jacket
You
off.
are on fire.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. It's warm here, but it's cold outside, ladies and gentlemen. And you know, if it's cold outside, you need a jacket. Not a cold weather jacket, but an all weather jacket. Go over to kindafunny.com/store. Get the varsity jacket.
Can we
It is
really?
there.
Can we really promote it as an all-weather jacket?
It's definitely an all-weather
It's like
jacket.
cotton. If it's raining or snowing, you're not gonna have a great time.
Well,
Yeah, but
most
you'll still
jackets,
have
if
a
it's
jacket
raining or
on.
snowing, you're not going to have a good time.
Well, no, I feel
This
like
is a
an
light weather, all weather jacket.
Light
feel like
weather,
an-
all weather, Kevin.
I feel like
Light
an
weather,
Get
all-weather
fucking
jacket
familiar.
is waterproof.
Unisex fit. You're gonna tell me that some sex can't fit in this?
What
No.
are you? You
Are
hate
you a
sex?
fucking bigot?
Do you
No.
hate
Are-
gender?
Is Kevin a fucking bigot?
Gender is a
I
bigot.
don't like what you're doing
What?
right now, and I'm just saying, like, it is not good for rain.
Weather bigot.
He's such a weather bigot.
I've been saying
Jesus.
this since day one.
I love it. Can we just start that?
Kevin's a weather bigot.
It's a weather bigot. Let's see. Did anyone leave any fun things in here? We need this. My boyfriend and I have been waiting since we first saw you guys wearing this to buy one. After spending the money on the KF prom tickets, we bought our jackets. My bank was a bit concerned with the amount of money I was spending back to back, but it's so worth it. Who needs to eat? We're so excited. You don't need to eat.
You don't need to eat. You just need to look good at
Your
Kind of
body will
Funny
take care
Prom.
of that. Next piece of housekeeping here. GOG is, actually, we'll go prom tickets are on sale. Go over to kindafunny.com/tickets. Grab you a prom ticket. There are early bird specials right now until the month of April is up. Then you have to pay more for that. So don't be one of those people who's like, how come the tickets are like $70 now? Because you had a month to pay $60 for them. That's why. So if you have to pay $70, I don't want to hear about that extra $10 at the point. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to take that $10 extra that you spent on that $70. You're going to put another $10 on there. You're going to buy Uncle Nicky a drink.
I'm
That's what you're
tempted
gonna
to
do.
change the price.
To what? 90?
69 for the normal price.
Oof, that's not a bad idea.
You know what I mean?
That's not a bad idea.
It's like, it'd be worth it.
69.
Hell yeah.
And then most importantly today, we are recording the Game Over Greggy show at 1:30 p.m. for patrons. If you are supporting us at the $1 above level, you get to watch that show live over on Kind of Funny or patreon.com/kindoffunny. It's going to be a good one. We're all a bit worn through, and that's generally when the magic happens.
It's when the magic.
I'm still tired from the Let's Play Spring Break. I just want
Yeah?
everyone to know that. Yeah, I'm still
Me too.
up against the wall on that one.
We
All
were
right,
here-
Tim. What's up, Kev?
I was just to say we were here till like 9 o'clock yesterday too, because of MCU interview.
Well, we
And
didn't
Nick-
wrap the MCU review until 7:30.
And Nick, let me tell you a little story. I walked over to my car with one Tim Gettys, and in the back of my car, I'm like, oh shit,
Bum.
a bumper is in the back of my car. Someone must have hit my car and ripped off the bumper. So I go to the front, very frantic. I look at it, bumper's fine. I was like, it must be the back one. Run to the back, equally
I'm
frantic.
willing to bet he actually did run.
Dude, I saw it happen. I was
It
there.
was scary. It was scary, Nick.
Kevin was so loud. When he says he was frantic, there was a volume associated.
Which is weird because
No, I'm not done yet.
if I'm not mistaken, the bumper's fallen off multiple times.
Nope.
Now,
It's never fallen off, Nick.
It's being held on by high-grade zip ties right now.
Not even that. No, it's a steel bumper. It's on there real safe and secure. All right? Better than your little plastic bumpers. So I go to the back,
Zip
the
ties.
back bumper, fine. And I'm like, wait a minute. I look at it. Somebody just gave me a bumper. They
somebody looked
my-
at Kevin's car and was like, this thing is in such shitty shape that I'm just going to help him out.
It's
an
clearly
extra
they-
Ford
Ford
bumper.
bumper.
Clearly they don't know Kevin because Kevin's just going to turn around and sell that on eBay and take the money and stuff it into like...
It's not a new
Some-
bumper.
Does it fit your Ranger?
Examining it, it looks like the slightly newer model, which should fit my Ranger.
But I
So,
thought the issue
super
wasn't...
exciting.
I thought the issue wasn't that your bumper couldn't get fixed, it's that you didn't want to actually fix it because it costs money.
Sure, yeah.
So having a new bumper reaffixed and taking the old bumper off, I still feel like it's going to cost money.
but I can do that myself. Now I don't have to go and buy a bumper. You
so
see
the
what I'm
brackets
saying?
are. I thought the brackets were like bent.
Yeah, but I have a feeling that if I get a big old pipe sticking on there, get the right angle, I can straighten it out.
Okay. We'll see how that goes.
We'll see how that goes.
We'll see how
we'll
that
keep
goes.
you updated on that story as it evolves.
Boy, whether we want to or not, we'll keep you updated on that story as it evolves. All right, Tim, are you ready for some amazing Marvel news?
Let's get into some amazing
Well,
Marvel
this
news.
isn't exactly news, but this is a nice letter from the Russo brothers, effectively asking everyone on the planet to please don't spoil Infinity War. Did you see this yet?
I did.
It's nice.
It is nice.
It's a nice thing to do. It's a nice way of asking, hey, please, when you see this, don't go out there and spoil it, because some spoilerific shit's gonna happen. And it is, you're fighting a losing battle on this.
Do you want to just read it?
Brothers. Sure. To the greatest fans in the world, we're about to embark on Avengers Infinity War press tour. We will be visiting fans all over the world, screening only a limited amount of select footage from the film in order to avoid spoiling the story for future viewers.
Why? Don't do that. That's weird. Keep going.
Well, I was going to add, in parentheses, of course, people will immediately rip that and put that on the internet and everyone will see it. We will not screen the film in its entirety until the Los Angeles premiere shortly before the film's global release. Everyone involved with the film has worked incredibly hard for the past 2 years, maintaining the highest level of secrecy. Only a handful of people know the film's true plot. We are asking that when you see Infinity War in the upcoming months, that you maintain the same level of secrecy so that all fans can have an equal experience when they watch it for the first time. Don't spoil it for others the same way you wouldn't want it spoiled for you. Good luck and happy viewing, the Russo Brothers. It's a signed letter, and underneath it says, #Thanos demands your silence. I think this is a nice way of saying, hey guys, be cool.
Yeah, this is cool. I
just
like the
feel
fun
like
little Infinity Gauntlet.
There's just no
Doing
way
their
people are
thing.
not going to spoil the shit out of this.
No, not
We live in a
chance in
spoiler
hell.
culture where people take pride in knowing something that other people don't and then saying it to those people.
Very loudly.
And this is not like
bold
necessarily
letters.
a new thing, by the way. I remember when like the 6th Harry Potter book came out, some asshole skipped ahead to the last chapter and then was running down lines going, Dumbledore dies, Dumbledore dies. And I was like, you motherfucker. You motherfucker. And if that had happened at mine, I would have fucking Goldberg speared that motherfucker on the ground and then made him eat the last page of the book.
Just one page?
I can't make me the whole book. It's gonna kill
That's
me.
a lot of pages, yeah.
700 pages.
I think
I don't
it's
have
weird.
all the fucking night.
Kev, can you scroll up for a bit? Thank you. That we're about to embark on it. We'll be visiting fans all over the world, screening only a limited amount of selected footage from the film. Like, I
just
wouldn't
gonna
want to
show
go
teasers.
see it, but I wouldn't want to go see that.
But there are fans that want to see it.
Yeah, it's weird.
I mean, I'm
don't know.
sure.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Because
Like,
Infinity
just
War
like
comes out
watch
before
it.
Comic-Con, right?
Infinity
Yes.
War comes out in like 2 weeks, Nick.
2 weeks, okay. Yeah, so I mean,
Real quick, guys, do you think it's weird that they sign together? Joe and
Nah,
Anthony Russo?
no,
They
I'm
do
sure
that
one
shit
I'm
together.
starting to
person.
think they got some hive mind mentality going on or
I'm,
something.
Hey, it's
I'm into
working
it,
for
man.
them.
It's making some.
No, I mean, I'm happy they make great movies, but like, this is freaking me out, man. They're
Do you
too
think
close.
that's the actual Infinity Gauntlet from the shoot?
No.
No.
Do you think it's they just put it on there like this is cool?
This is cool.
I don't
just
think
kept it
anyone
like
put it on.
Rosebud.
I think they had the toy laying around. They just put it next to the thing.
It's like this big, and he's
Just
just
take a
like, why does
picture.
my hand fit this thing?
A lot of people in the chat are asking if I got an egg. I did not get an egg. As far as I understand, Jonathan Dornbush is the only person to get an egg from one Spyro the Dragon. And I'm pretty upset about it, if I gotta be honest.
What
with
does
you.
this mean?
Really bullshit.
Is this 15 seconds of game talk by
There's,
Tim Gettys?
there's been a lot of rumors of
Go.
Spyro the Dragon. I owe Andrea Renee $20 because it didn't happen in March. But one of the first days of April, Spyro sent people eggs.
So if you'd just said March or April, you would have won.
Yeah, but I like to get fucking real. You know what I mean?
No,
I like
dude,
to
you
be
like to-
bold.
I like
you
to
like
think
to-
that they held off
you like
because
to
they
glean
I
found
like to
out.
think so as well.
You like to glean the
fucking
cube,
assholes.
you know? The razor's edge. Old Tim Gettys skating the razor's edge. What are you gonna do? That's what I do. You know what, Kev? Before you bring up this story, bring up the next one, please, because I think this is a little cooler. This is a little bit more newsworthy. This comes from The Wrap. Zachary Quinto says there are 3 Star Trek 4 scripts, including Quentin Tarantino's, floating around right now in an interview with ET Canada. Zachary Quinto said, quote, no, I'll just read the whole story. I always try to do that where I'm like, you don't need to know the whole story because they give you all sorts of shit, but I'm not going to do it. What's up?
You read it.
I read the little strap line there. It's like, there's a lot of directions the next Star Trek film could boldly go, and Quinto isn't sure which script will be used.
Mm-hmm.
And I got irrationally angry that they were referring to Quentin Tarantino as
Quinto?
I'm like, you can't just fucking do that.
No, but you
and then I
totally can
realized
now.
Zachary Quinto. Okay.
Zachary Quinto is looking forward to returning to Federation Space to play Spock again in another Star Trek film, but he says the franchise's next step is very much up in the air with 3 scripts currently in development. In an interview with ET Canada the past week, Quinto was asked about his thoughts on possibility, you know, Quentin Tarantino is writing one, of Quentin Tarantino possibly joining the Trek universe as writer or director. Quinto noted that any Tarantino Trek project won't be happening for a while as the filmmaker is currently working on his 9th movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I love that title. And even still, there's 2 other scripts currently being developed, one by Patrick McKay and J.D. Payne, who wrote the first draft of Star Trek Beyond, and another by Doug Jung and Quinto's co-star Simon Pegg, who wrote Beyond's final draft. So we got the guys that wrote the first draft of the worst Star Trek movie, and the guys that wrote the last draft of the worst
great.
Star Trek movie.
That sounds good.
And then we've got
wasn't
Quentin
that
Tarantino.
bad.
It was bad.
But it was the worst of them.
Yeah, I'm not
but,
saying it was
the
like.
other two were pretty good.
I'm not saying it was terrible. I'm just saying the Star Trek series has gotten progressively not as good since the 2009.
The accepted rankings go Star Trek 1, exceptional.
Yeah, exceptional.
Star Trek 2, pretty
okay.
good.
Pretty okay.
Star Trek 3, eh.
Star Trek 3 I
Correct?
watched again, and it's one of the few movies that I like of a franchise that I love that I was like, I'm gonna pause this and then not come back to it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to finish because you just don't give a shit about anything that's going on.
Great.
Is Star
And then they
Trek
have
1 as good as I remember
Oh,
it being?
dude, the 2009 Star Trek, you're talking about the reboot.
Yep.
Where they, is amazing. It's really good. But it's also, it is a J.J. Abrams classic, and this is one of the things that I love about J.J. Abrams, is he comes in, reboots a series, and then doesn't have to keep it going. This is what I love about, J.J. Abrams is probably the smartest of all directors on the planet right now. He did it with Mission Impossible, where after Mission Impossible 2, everyone's like, this series is dead. And he came in, did Mission Impossible 3, and everyone's like, this is dope. Are you gonna do another one? He's like, nope,
Didn't he
not doing that.
2 Star Treks, though?
He came in, did, oh, that's right, did he do Into Darkness? He did do Into
Yeah, he
Darkness. It comes into 2009, everyone's like, this is amazing. Into Darkness, great, done. Done. Not doing that shit anymore.
I remember Into Darkness, I had some issues with it, but I loved the beginning of that movie. The first 15 minutes where they're on that red planet, it
that
had
was dope.
such a cool feel to it. And I remember watching that. I remember being in theaters next to Kevin and looking and be like, dude, we're gonna get a Star Wars that looks like this.
And we did. And then he's done.
And we fucking did.
He's done. And then Kathleen Kennedy's like, yo, can we get you back for the third one? Because we're having a little bit of an issue here.
We're having a little bit of an issue.
It's one of those things. I was talking to Carboni yesterday about it. And we were having, actually, I think what I thought was
feverishly impassioned.
it was a good discussion.
Argument.
We weren't like yelling at each other and we weren't angry with each other, but he was presenting points on his side and I was presenting points on my side for The Last Jedi. That's not what we're going to get into now because Kevin and I get riled up
Let's
about
not
that.
do that.
And so does Andy. Then Andy's going to come in and be like, ah! He's going to Greedo or some shit. And I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
But we were having a good discussion about it, and it brought up the interesting point because Rian Johnson obviously is doing a trilogy of his own. I wonder what J.J. Abrams what this would have been had it just been a J.J. Abrams helmed trilogy, all three. But I just don't know if that's like with the scale of these movies and the quickness that they have to get turned around. I just don't know that that's a smart thing for any one director to do, because I feel like that's going to burn you out real hard unless you do what Peter Jackson did and just plan all three of them and shoot all three of them at the same time, or two of them at the same time. What's up, Big Greg?
How's the show going?
So far, it's like a pretty mellow, good show.
Yeah. Just checking it. Talking about Star Trek?
Yeah.
What's happening?
They're floating three scripts around, and we're not excited about it.
Tarantino's.
I don't see Quentin Tarantino working on the next Star Trek.
No.
But he is finishing up his movie, which I didn't even realize was called Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I love because it's like that title has been used a lot for a lot of classics. But Once Upon a Time in the West.
Sure.
Do you know that people call Quentin Tarantino Quinto?
I did not know that.
They don't,
not
but
true.
we're starting that now. Tim read the strap line of this article. Read the strap line of the article.
There's a lot of directions the next Star Trek film could boldly go, and Quinto isn't sure which script will be used.
So we thought that was Quentin Tarantino's new nickname, but it's not.
it's Zachary Quinto.
Quinto.
I thought so too,
Yeah,
though.
see?
You put
Hey.
it in my head, that's what I thought too.
I'm glad that we're dumb kids together, Greg. There's no one I'd rather be a dumb kid with than you.
No problem. I love you.
I love you.
I'm excited to go to Mizzou with you next week.
I'm excited about that too. It's
I'm
gonna
not
be
excited.
fun.
Andy Cortez is talking shit in there.
What's
Why
he
the
talking
fuck's
shit
Andy
about?
Cortez talking? Oh,
Greg is doing my bit. Come on, man. I was walking into this show long before you ever knew this. You were just a zygote when I was walking on this show.
yeah, you fucking zygote.
Fucking zygote.
I'll tell you this. Here's
God,
the
that
deal, though,
sounds
Greg.
really bad.
A zygote
Even though
is
it's
bad.
not.
Hey, you
not bad.
Zygote is bad.
Let's wrap that up. Okay. Come on.
Let's wrap that up.
For the
All right,
company
Greg,
tournament
get
we
off.
talked about today, right?
No,
We have
we're
not.
talking about it.
Oh, okay.
Right now, on twitter.com/kindoffunnyvids, the Tournament of Best Friends April, May, June thing is LaCroix versus Taco Bell. So make your vote count.
I screwed up too. Didn't at either of them in the poll. So kids should do that when they respond. Be nice. Then.
Definitely at LaCroix and at Taco Bell and be nice.
What a tough choice.
Let's pull that up, Kev.
I'm grabbing it.
There you go.
It is a tough choice. Now here's my problem. Obviously LaCroix has done way more for us as a company.
Definitely not
But-
a tough choice.
The thing is
Oh
Taco
my
Bell.
God, Taco Bell is killing
Taco
it.
Bell has decades of
Another #1 seed could
of
fall.
goodness. DiGiorno says no one is safe.
Wait, what? No, I want to.
Have you covered the Xavier Woods drama?
No.
Is that over?
Is this a fucking news show or is this a piece of shit going through space?
Piece of shit going through space.
It is kind of both at the same time.
Yeah, I was like, have you been done this show before, or what's up?
In one of the craziest results of all time.
Knocked
Bracket
out.
Buster.
Elise Willems beats Xavier Woods 53 to 47%. Last night,
Look at how many votes.
20,000.
20,876 votes. Final results, Elise Willems pulls ahead 53% by 47%. Now, if this were a presidential election, people would say this is close. But to me, this is a wide margin.
Well, what's crazy, scroll down a bit, Kev. There was a point last night where it hit 50-50 where I was like, oh,
Not even last night, just
Xavier's
this morning.
going to overtake this.
An hour to go, 50-50.
Elise is probably mortified by this.
No, she's real happy.
She was probably mortified by this.
Damn, 70,000.
She reached out
How's the show
and was
going?
like, hey guys, if you want, I can bow out. I was like, no, you can't
17,000.
get out of this.
You can't get out of this.
You can't get out of this.
The game's hers now. My vote's on her. She wins the whole thing.
Oh, I think she takes the
If she can take down Xavier Woods.
Yeah.
If she can take down the commission, can anyone stop her?
She texted me this morning and said, Andy, I'm not qualified for this. She's so worried.
We need to make her a trophy that's bigger than her.
That'd be
Can you
cool.
do that, Greg? Thank you.
No.
Are you saying she's going to win?
I'm going to get her a normal
She's gonna
size
win
trophy.
Who's going to take her down?
she's gonna win?
I think she's going to win.
You think
Let's look at that.
I hate this so much.
Kevin, bring up the bracket.
Come on.
Keep talking though.
No, that's okay. Let's bring it. Let's see who has a legit chance of beating.
Oh, I have to update.
Elise.
I have to update it.
Oh no, this is like this. We're just looking at stuff, Andy.
Sure.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I mean,
we've now determined, of course, the seedings mean nothing.
they mean nothing.
If Xavier Woods can go down, if right now Taco Bell, another number 8 seed, is so far ahead of LaCroix.
I don't think anyone can take her down.
I did say, much like Jimmy Buffett does, that whoever correctly predicts the bracket, I'm giving $1 trillion to.
No one can do it though.
No
The
one can do
the
it.
thing is this: if Jeff mobilizes his following, he can win this. But I
No,
don't think he
not a
will.
chance.
I don't think he will.
Not a fucking chance
I
in
think
hell.
my prediction overall, Shuhei for the win. I think
No.
Shuhei's going to take
Shuhei's
it.
got to get out of this.
So here's the
Shuhei
thing.
It's
doesn't
a
stand a
cluster right
chance.
now. Look, because it's Adam Kovic versus Elise Willems in round 2 in the
Here's
Kind
the-
of Funny Games bracket right now.
But-
It's Funhouse v Funhouse.
And if there's anything that Adam Kovic cares about more, it's winning this tournament.
It's true.
At spring break, he was like, I don't want to be a part of this.
Everyone at spring break said they didn't
When
want to
his
be a
thing
part
went
of
up,
this.
he just responded with the Deus Ex thing. I
didn't
didn't ask for this.
So I will say that at like 8:30 a.m. this morning, it was when it was 50-50.
Yeah.
I saw a retweet from Barbara Dunkelman saying, vote Elise.
Yeah.
And it immediately just,
Yeah.
she took control.
The dunks.
And that just shows you the power of that RT family. And I think
So your calls
Barb-
for you think B Dunks is going
I
to take it all?
think Barb is going to go super, Barb or Troy Baker are going to go super fucking
That's
far
the
in this.
problem, is I can see Troy going real far, but as we've covered, Rahul Kohli is a funhouse fuck.
What do you think,
And
man?
so when this
Dude,
pops
Elise
off,
has it, man.
And when this pops off, you
She
get
got the
Funhouse
magic
ball.
dick.
I don't know.
Now you had Carboni in the office yesterday.
Yeah.
What's your read on him?
I don't think
What's
he knows
his
it's happening,
temperature?
and I don't think he cares.
Because we spent 45 more minutes than we should have arguing
Arguing
about The
about-
Last
yeah,
Jedi.
you can see
When
it
you
on
when
Andy's
we
stories.
could have, we probably could have been talking to him about playing into this ridiculous
I mean,
goof.
there's really nothing to talk about. It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
You either want to be, you either want to acknowledge it or you don't.
Yeah, what an upset.
Go ahead.
What an upset.
What an
crazy.
upset.
It's getting out of control there.
Man. I love it.
I'm trying to figure out what Kevin's doing over here with the old social media.
That's nothing.
Scroll.
Scrolling around. I thought you were gonna click on something cool.
No, I mean I was looking to see if there was anything cool to click on. There wasn't.
Cool. Great. Well, there's your
You.
update, ladies and gentlemen. Kind of funny. Best friend of the show tournament. May. Should have been all May. March Madness. April. June.
Speaking of Raul,
Yeah.
his movie's out on Netflix.
Is it?
Yeah.
Which one is it?
Happy Anniversary.
Oh, we should watch it
The
tonight.
one with, what's his name? I always forget it. Jean Ruffalo?
Gene Ruffalo?
Jean Ruffalo?
kid.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No,
Yeah.
who is it?
Ben Schwartz.
Ben Schwartz.
Oh, is that his name?
Yeah, that's his real name. John Ruffalo. No, John.
What
Rufio?
are you guys talking about?
His name on Parks and Rec, Nick. Don't be.
Oh, I
love
see.
it.
The character. I thought you were trying to an actor. I was like, I don't know an
Yeah.
actor. named
Happy
John
Anniversary. It's with
No.
Ben Schwartz, who I love. I just never remember his name. And Noelle Wells, of former YouTube sensation. And by that, I mean she made YouTube videos that I thought were really funny. And then she went on
So
SNL.
funny.
And then she was the main girl in
Oh, she's
Master of
awesome.
None Season 1.
Yeah,
season
yeah,
one.
yeah.
And now it's a movie about their relationship. And Raul's like one of their friends.
Oh, that's so cool.
His first movie.
When did this come out?
March 30th on Netflix.
Everybody, send Rahul Kohli some nasty love and tell him congratulations for his movie coming out. And everyone should watch it tonight. Watch it twice. Make all of your relatives watch it so that it gets greenlit. They do happy anniversary again. Happy 50th anniversary. They just keep going on these, and Rahul just keeps getting cast. Eventually, you know, he'll be like, Nick, stop promoting this film because it's so successful that he doesn't want that level of fame anymore.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stupid. Here's my thing.
What's your thing, Nick?
Who's next on, what's tomorrow for the Kind of Funny Best Friends tournament?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Greg controls this.
Greg walks in like I'm supposed to know what's going on, and he's like, do you know what's going on? I'm like, I don't know, man.
Well,
I'm
if you
trying
just went to the Twitter, you would know.
Would I?
Yeah.
Would I?
Every day at 10:45 and 2 p.m.
Is that what it's supposed to do?
Yeah.
And 2 p.m.? Mm-hmm. This is too
We do 2 a
complicated.
day.
This is too complicated. Who was the 2 yesterday?
Napa and
complicated.
DiGiorno. DiGiorno
Who won
beat
that?
the fuck out of Napa.
Well, yeah, because it's like a local brand and a brewery up
I
north
love
that nobody
Napa
knows
Brewery,
about.
though.
Yeah, because you live in San Francisco and they give us free beer.
We're the only people
Who know who
that
the
are
fuck
aware of them. We don't talk about them.
They're
enough.
great.
Cool Greg wears their hat all
Cool
the
Greg
time.
does. wear their
DiGiorno's is
hat.
a national brand sold in stores all over the place.
Yeah, they're also really cool with us.
Hey, man.
But
They fucking DiGiorno's knows how to
DiGiorno-
get down.
DiGiorno, if you're
DiGiorno's
listening,
know how to get
we're
down.
out of
All right.
pizzas. Those big ones don't fit. You know what I mean, DiGiorno?
Who's tomorrow? Do we know who tomorrow is?
No, Greg just decides as time goes on.
Okay, well, that's a great system
Oh,
for me to
DiGiorno's
understand and get
pizza
ahead.
in the Twitch chat.
DiGiorno-
Kevin!
God, I hope that's the real DiGiorno's pizza.
It is.
Is it really?
They have a Twitch
What do you mean
chat.
no? Yes, it is really.
It looks like
Guys,
it
what the
is.
fuck? Where have you been in the last 6 months?
DiGiorno, I know you're listening.
That's the real
Greg
DiGiorno
needs
pizza?
Yes.
That pizza that he likes.
I just got nervous.
Chicken
Thought
something.
they were the thing. Because I was like, here's what happened. I was in the back of my brain. I'm like, did I just talk shit about DiGiorno's? And then no, I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure it was
you
pretty
were
cool.
pro
DiGiorno's.
DiGiorno, yeah.
But you know how sometimes I just talk shit.
You
for no reason.
you do just talk shit. No, DiGiorno's been there. They gave us all the fucking free things for Kind of Funny Live.
Here's the deal, DiGiorno's. I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Recently, for the past 3 weeks, ever since I had my bout with death and beat death back like the bitch that death is, I gained a little weight, lost a little muscle. I was like, you know, I'm going to go hardcore keto for the next 3 weeks. I've dropped some pounds. I feel pretty good. I'm getting like I feel good in my skin. My pants fit a little bit better nowadays. Cut forward to the Let's Play Spring Break. My willpower is whittling because there's no protein to eat at this thing. Just nothing but carbs all over the place. Sugar. Jeff Ramsey's eating Laffy Taffy like it's going out of style, and I'm like,
shit,
I
that
don't
was
want
so
any of this
good.
stuff. We get to the last night. Somebody throws in not one but 2 DiGiorno's pizza.
That we
Guess
bought
who?
with our own money.
Greg Miller.
Greg Miller didn't eat any of them. He just sat him out there in my peripheral. After 3 hours,
The man knows how to party.
I fucking broke.
You did.
And I walked over and I handled
watched you.
half of a DiGiorno's. I was so fucking hungry.
Half?
Half of a DiGiorno's pizza. And I got that feeling of, if you're gonna cheat on your diet, do it right. And it was one of those things where I'm like, I feel bad that I broke. I feel bad that I cheated. I feel bad that I effectively knocked my body out of ketosis. And I have to now go back like 3 weeks again and do it again. But it was worth it.
Ketosis.
Fucking worth it. So worth it,
Get the fuck
DiGiorno's.
out of here with ketosis.
What are you gonna
Hey,
do?
Nick, I don't think anyone has properly thanked you for what you did at the Let's Play thing.
You mean winning the whole tournament for us?
No, God,
You're welcome.
No, not at all. What I mean is the first night when you came over with a giant bag just full of cheeseburgers from McDonald's and chicken McNuggets.
Now, you're welcome.
You are amazing.
Here's the deal, everyone. We have a rule in the Kind of Funny Studios office, which is if you go to get nugs, you have to bring as many nugs back as you possibly can for the whole office.
At least 20 nugs.
Now, I went and I was like, and this is the question I love asking, and you know me, I don't like fucking with people. You know I don't like pranks. I don't like prank phone calls. When I used to listen to the Adam Sandler prank calls, I was like, that's really mean. I would always feel bad for the person on the other end because I'm like, that dude's just trying to do their job. For some reason, that ends when I get into the drive-through line at McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
I go and I was like, and I'm like, I want to bring back some food for the boys because it's been a long day of travel. We got delayed by like 6 hours for our stupid ass Southwest flight, which is fucking ridiculous because the weather was perfect in both places. I'm like, I don't understand why we're delayed. So we're all a little bit surly. I'm like, you know what would bring up just a smile to everyone's face if I brought back some nugs and some cheeseburgers. So I asked the seminal question. I'm like, can I get some cheeseburgers? And the guy's like, how many? And I'm like, how many can you make right now? And the guy's like, I don't know, man, like 5 or 6. And I was like, what about, can you make 10? I was like, yeah. I was like, cool. Can I get some chicken McNuggets? Same question. How many can you make right now? I don't know, man, like 20 or 40. I'm like, how about 60? Can you do 60? And the guy's like, I mean, I guess we can. And they did. But then I had to pull over into the special parking spot.
Yep,
Remember that time we did it?
Yeah, oh yeah. I'll
Guys,
never
like, you just
forget.
got to get out of the fucking
Yeah.
line, man. You're going to gob up the works here. You're a bottleneck. And then after 15 minutes, they brought it out to us. It was
Yeah.
fun. That's how I like
Fantastic.
to roll. I didn't eat any of them, by the way. I ate like one of the burgers I like gutted and ate meat out of it.
I saw the buns.
I was trying real hard. It's difficult to try to stay on a specific eating plan during a Let's Play spring break because the beer is flowing like champagne and there are just carbs everywhere and you just want to eat
Beer
and
is
have
flowing
fun.
like champagne.
It's true.
Nick, at one point, I was full when you brought it in. I had just eaten something. But I was like, I know I'm going to want a cheeseburger later. So I grabbed a cheeseburger, stuck it in my pocket.
You earmarked a cheeseburger for
Several
yourself.
hours later, I was like, what the fuck's in my pocket? Much to my surprise, that same cheeseburger. And I gobbled that
Yeah, you
fucker
did.
down.
You did. You got to keep your energy up. You're a growing boy. Nidsman in the chat says Big Mac is the best burger.
Shout out to Big Mac, man.
Yeah, but the
I gotta
cheeseburger
disagree.
is a delicate winner.
I got to disagree because every time I've had a Big Mac in the past, it was too dry. That
Too dry.
The bun in the middle has to be really fresh. If it's not, it sucks all the moisture out of the patties and all the sauce out
The
of it.
sauce makes sure that the Big Mac is never dry.
Every Big Mac I've ever had, and I've had at least 3 that I can remember in my past.
Yeah.
I've given up on the Big Mac, gone straight to 15 of the cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Because the Big Mac, I bite into it, I'm like, why am I eating sand right
There's
now?
something I've learned about Kind of Funny, and it upsets me every once in a while.
We're not at
and I just
McDonald's
need to
house.
whatever. What?
Are we not? What? I'm sorry, continue.
No,
I don't
we
want to put words in
certainly
your
are.
mouth.
We're certainly at fucking McDonald's house.
Absolutely.
But the thing is, like, I can never
Burger King?
worry about your opinion on burgers because you don't eat bread. You don't eat the buns.
When I eat the buns,
But
though,
you fear them.
here's the deal. I don't feel the buns. I hate the buns.
Okay.
But here's the deal. When I eat the buns, it's like going back to your drug. It's lovely.
I get it.
And it means even more to me than it does. See, you guys are just, you got buns coming at you from all angles. You don't have perspective on it because you haven't stepped away from the bun long enough to come back and appreciate the nuance of
I
the
guess
bun.
that's true.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when I come back, like for instance, I love all buns now. I don't have really a dog in this race because when I come back, it's such a treat.
Yeah.
That you're like, Nick, do you like, that's why I love Burger King. You're like, love Burger King. I was like, is it my time to eat a bun? Then yeah, I love it. I'll fucking take it. Remember that one time I think we were driving someplace and we hit up that Carl Jr.?
Carl's Jr., yeah. Oh, I remember that.
That
yeah.
Carl's Jr. And I think I got a Western bacon cheeseburger.
Ooh.
Ooh, it tastes good.
That was good. But then I also don't trust Greg and his taste in burritos. It means nothing to me. He doesn't eat beans. He hates beans. He fears beans. How are you going to trust a man and his burrito taste when he doesn't eat fucking beans? A burrito without beans is not a burrito. It is some weird form of a burrito.
I have never thought of it that way. But you're right. Greg's
know.
feelings on burritos are completely
Null and void.
because he does not appreciate the number one ingredient of the burrito, which is the bean.
Honestly, it is one of, if you get a burrito that does not have beans, rice, or cheese, it is not a burrito.
That's not true though, because like a San Diego style burrito,
That's a San Diego
just
style burrito.
has the
That's
meat in
something
it.
that's different. That's different.
but that you're getting.
You need San Diego
Everybody
to-
knows that the closer you get to the epicenter of where the food began is the true shit. See, we're up in Northern California. We might as well be. The burritos up here might as well just be. They're not even burritos. They're like Euro wraps. They're just wraps.
Nick, Google it. The burrito was born in San Francisco. Google it.
Yeah, you
The
fucking
burrito-
idiot.
You dumb
was
bastard.
born in Mexico when all
It
the
was
ingredients
not.
were made.
It was not.
And then San Francisco,
It was not like-
technologically innovation made the burrito.
You're wrong and you look dumb in front of all your friends.
You guys have no idea what you're talking about.
Google it.
You're dumb.
Google it.
Southern California burritos are the best burritos.
No.
Best burritos. All right. Let's go into the next news story here. Bring up this one, actually, Kevin. This is a fun one to talk about real quick. This was over on Collider. James Cameron tried to buy the rights to Jurassic Park and missed out by about 3 hours. So Jurassic Park could have been a James Cameron movie.
That would have been interesting.
And he says it would have been, quote, nastier much nastier. Sometimes it's fun to make an alternate route through history and swap directors or actors for now famous films. The writer of David Trumbo writes over on Collider. Take, for instance, James Cameron, the visionary director of the top 2 highest grossing films of all time. Once upon a time, Cameron wanted to film Jurassic Park, but someone named Steven Spielberg beat him to the adaptation rights. The Jaws director bested Cameron by a mere few hours. So how would Cameron's adaptation of Michael Crichton's novel differ? In speaking with Huffington Post at the Titanic Museum in Belfast, Cameron confessed to trying to win the director's chair for Jurassic Park. Although Spielberg beat Cameron to the rights by only a few hours, the Titanic director holds no grudges, saying, quote, "But when I saw the film, I realized that I was not the right person to make the film. He was, because he made a dinosaur movie for kids, and mine would have been aliens with dinosaurs. And that wouldn't have been fair. Not fair. Dinosaurs are for 8-year-olds. We can all enjoy it too, but kids get dinosaurs, and they should not have been excluded from that.
That's awesome.
His
Good for
sensibility
you.
was right for the film. I'd
Jimmy
have gone
C.
further, nastier, much nastier. So it's interesting to watch, to look back. I mean, obviously Cameron would have made an amazing film either way, but having read Jurassic Park and then going and watching the movie, I think it's a very faithful adaptation. They changed some stuff around, but reading the book and seeing the movie, you're like, he got the vibe.
You got it.
He understands that this was for a younger audience, but also made it appeal to an older audience, which is good.
Ben Como says only one Jurassic Park would have come out with 5 sequels in the works.
Yeah, but none of them would have, ever come out. That would have been great. Oh, that's not fair for Cameron to say, because he did Terminator and then he did T2.
It's
like
an
8
Avatar
years later.
joke.
I know. I'm just saying he can't. The man can deliver a sequel. And by the way, when he delivers a sequel, it's better than the first. So get off your high horse, people who are criticizing Avatar, and you strap on your amazing 3D glasses, because Avatar 2 will eventually come out.
Eventually.
When Sammy Worthington's 68 years old. He's old as fuck.
Avatar, see you in review, coming soon.
Avatar, see you. I like that. That was
Yeah.
funny. That was good. Are you at all interested in the next book from the Ready Player One franchise?
Every once in a while, and by that I mean every time I'm on the show with you, I look at the stories that you choose, and I think, how? How did he get here?
There's not much.
How did he get here?
Not much news
Out of all the things.
Not much news. Well, this is interesting to me because I did not realize they were making Armada into a movie. Obviously, I'd seen some headlines about that, but I don't know the book series. This is the next book that the guy from Ready Player One wrote. So my question to you is,
Not a
and the reason I
sequel.
put this on there is, are you at all excited about
No,
this?
not at all.
This book, that sounds exactly like Ender's Game, by the way.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Wait,
I'm
but
good.
this is not a sequel, right?
No, this is a whole different book.
The logo looks cool.
It's dope as fuck.
Is there a better image?
There's a couple different logos. The other one that I saw that people are using uses like triangles. So it's like a little triangle versus a bunch of big triangles. It's just really, really cool use of that space. The guy, I'll read the story. As I cue this mother up. This is from Deadline. Dan Mazeau, writing draft of Ernest Cline's best-selling Armada for Universal Pictures. This is exclusive. Dan has been tapped to write a draft of Armada based on Ernest Cline's New York Times best-selling novel for Universal Pictures. Cline wrote an earlier draft of the screenplay and will remain in collaboration with Mazeau and producers of the forthcoming draft. Cline is coming out off of a great weekend for Ready Player One, which grossed north of $186 million worldwide to date. Ready Player One is enjoying a nice trifecta with #1 at the global box office and both the New York Times paperback and audiobook bestsellers. Cline co-adapted his book for the screen. This dude is making cheddar right now.
Oh yeah, dude, bring it in, man.
He is making cheddar. Armada is the story of a kid. It's another video game story. So it's a kid who everyone starts playing this online player game about fighting off a space invasion, only to find out that they're actually preparing for a real space invasion.
For real shit. No.
Which I was like, interesting, but I'm pretty sure that's
Derivative.
That's kind of derivative, but everything's kind of derivative. So we'll see what that ends up being. I'm interested to see Ready Player One now, though.
I'd love to hear your thoughts.
You know me.
I know
What
you.
were your thoughts?
I didn't like it.
Then I'll probably love it.
Yeah.
That'll be my thoughts on it.
I thought it was cool and entertaining.
It was entertaining. Definitely.
It had really cool moments.
I don't know if it did.
It had really cool moments.
I wouldn't say it had really cool moments.
had really
It
cool
had
moments.
a really cool moment.
Well, don't spoil it.
No, I think it had a couple really cool moments.
All right. That's it for news. Let's go into PS. I
For
love
news, motherfuckers.
this best friend XOXO. Go to kindoffunny.com/best friend to nominate someone you feel is doing a great job at being a human being. A KFBF is shouting out Lamar Henderson. Says Lamar is the shit. His daily posts in the Facebook group are always uplifting and engaging. He personifies the best friend mantra while bringing a positive light to oftentimes dreary internet. Lamar deserves the largest Tim Gettys ass shout out of all time. Shout out to you,
Shout out to
Lamar.
Lamar Henderson, boys.
There you go. There you go. And now it's giveaway time, Tim. Tell people how they can win.
4 ways to win. 1, be in the chat. 2, be a Twitch subscriber or Twitch Prime subscriber. 3, patreon.com/kindoffunny, or 4, patreon.com/kindoffunny at the $2 or above level. You should just do it. It's just $2. It adds you to the chance to win, and you get all the cool stuff early, exclusive shows and all that stuff. Patreon.com. It's a good place to be.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, today's winner comes from the Kind of Funny Games Patreon. Congratulations to Paul James. You have won the aquatic adventure of the last human, which I got excited about because I thought for 1 second it was a game based on the Life Aquatic, which would be dope.
What a great movie that was.
Great movie.
The aquatic adventure of the last human.
What is that?
I don't know.
Kevin,
On it.
could you Google for the great people the aquatic adventure of the last human? We'll see what comes out of that. While you're doing that, ladies and gentlemen, queue up your questions,
Got it.
comments, or concerns. We will be taking 3 from the non-subscribers. I've been told to stop calling you guys norms.
Wait, really? Who told you that?
It's a joke. I'm just going to keep doing it.
Well, like, don't make jokes like that.
What do you mean, don't make jokes like that, Kevin?
Because it makes me.
What does
It
that
seems
make?
like we're trying to censor you, and nobody wants to. This looks cool. Nobody wants to censor you.
This does look cool. Kevin, nobody wants to censor you. Don't make jokes like that.
Solid points.
Don't make jokes like that, Nick. Nobody wants to censor you.
That's not how that works.
I want to play this game. Hey, sorry, Paul James, I'm stealing this code. Oh, wait, no. Is this a twin stick? No, I don't want this game. I'm not playing it. I can't handle it. My brain doesn't work that well.
Owlboy, and you're like, nah.
Nope.
Did you try Owlboy?
Actually, I liked Owlboy. I didn't mind the controllers in Owlboy. I dug it. I got past the first level. I was like, I see where this is going. I don't want to put my time into this.
I can't get past the controllers.
Newsweek also got a Spyro egg. Where the fuck is my Spyro egg? Does Activision not pay attention? Do you know how many times I've tweeted out Unleash the Dragon? At least 3.
How are you really that big into Spyro the Dragon?
I mean, I'm bigger into Crash, but yeah, of course.
We're super
kidding
for
me?
it.
Do you know when I was born, Nick? Let me tell you, 1989. You know what that means?
No.
I'm a big fan of Spyro the Dragon.
It means you should like the 1989 Batman a lot more than you do.
No, that's not how that
Nick,
works. He was a baby then.
you come off as a fish fillet type of guy, says Rudy 087. I don't know if that's a compliment.
Dude,
Rudy.
I
It
fuck
is
with the
not.
fish fillet. Not all the time.
I'm not eating fish at a fucking McDonald's. That's for sure.
You're wrong, dude.
That is for sure.
Did my egg come?
Your egg? Oh, yeah, I don't know. I don't think so. Well, actually, Cool Greg went to your desk or something, I guess.
I'll go
Can
check.
you go look?
Yeah, well, real quick before we do, I want to show you this. Like when I was playing God of War in the preview event, you know. I always thought it was cool that Kratos has like the hook on his back for the axe because he throws around. And then if they're actually there, but look, I'm doing just like he does. But I'm putting on my hood. Hold on, I work back there. See, look now it's on my hood. Huh? I'm like Kratos, guys.
That's
You'll
really
get that
impressive.
reference on 420.
No, you've seen the videos.
Did you notice yesterday when we were at Starbucks that there was 2 girls and one of the girls was named Mary Jane and the other girl is just named Blaze?
No, but those are the
Doesn't look
dopest
like
names
an
for
egg.
any star.
No.
It could be an egg.
Wait.
It's big enough to be an egg.
Small things.
Maybe it's
Two
2
eggs.
eggs. Maybe they sent me one too because they want me to get into Spyro.
No, don't. It's fine.
Open it. I want to see what it is now.
It's not an egg though.
But it might be something
Open it.
personal. Maybe it's a giant thing of
Open
lube
it.
for Tim's penis.
Attention, Tim Gettys.
Okay, yeah, open
Open
it.
it.
I hope it's spiders.
I hope it's ladybugs.
Boo!
They say that a
Hero can save us.
I'm not gonna stand. Hold on, I'm doing it again.
H Polk 64 says, Nick, I recently started my own personal training business. Can I get a shout out for Polk Ironworks? Shout out to Polk Ironworks. In what city? What city are you
San
in?
Francisco. Poke.
There's lots of Polks. That could be Polk, Saskatchewan, for all I know.
Poke, Saskatchewan.
Let's see, Tim, you and Cool Greg got to check out Rapture on Netflix. It's a rap documentary series with episodes featuring Logic, Nas, T.I., and others. Actually, does look cool. I queued it up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll check that
Yeah.
out.
They use Logic as the thumbnail, and I was like, somebody knows me. So I queued it
Somebody
up.
knows me.
We'll see if I actually end up watching it. I've come to the conclusion that there are 3 stages for me watching things on Netflix.
Yep.
Stage number 1 is you have to catch my eye during the blade through. That's a needle in a haystack right there for you. Stage number 2, you get put on the queue. And that is, there's a gatekeeper for the queue, which is my wife. My wife will go through and be like, you haven't watched that in a while. You really want to keep that on the queue? And I was like, you're right, I'm not going to watch it. So it gets thrown off. Stage 3, I actually think now's the time I click on it and I watch it. So we'll see if
Now
it gets
is the
past
time.
the patented Nick Scarpino
Tyler, Texas.
3-stage.
Is
Tyler,
where-
Texas.
is where
Shout
the
out to
thing is.
Polk Ironworks in Tyler, Texas. Panzer G chooses Polk County? Question mark? No. Hey Tim, thoughts on the first trailer for Daphne and Velma and Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Have you seen either
I
of
have
those
not
trailers?
seen either. I have no interest in Daphne and Velma, and I also don't really have interest in Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
You'll get
I'll
into
be
it.
honest.
You'll
No,
get
I
into
No,
won't.
he won't.
You love Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
like this.
You're a
That's
90s
bad.
kid. You're born during the time of the Ninja Turtles. Although, were you?
What?
Were Ninja Turtles late 80s or early 90s?
Late 80s.
Yeah. Were you when you were a kid?
I'm
were
an
you
80s
watching
baby,
those?
technically, Nick.
You are, which is why it's just blasphemous that you don't like the 1989 Batman. You're just a monster.
I think it came
and
out
you need to be
before
stopped.
I was
Wait,
born.
do you really not like it?
I
It
don't
doesn't
love
dislike it. It just doesn't.
Hopefully one day we rewatch it for something.
No, but the problem is this. That happened to me when I was 9.
Mm-hmm.
If you start thinking about the films that were affecting you when you were 9, you're getting into like Matrix territory. So like your perception is going to be, I grew up in a time when like there were no like the superhero like movies
There weren't
that I was
movies,
watching.
yeah.
Oh,
Hi.
excuse me.
No,
We'll deal
it is
with this later.
11:51.
We'll deal with this later.
I came to say that I believe you owe me some money.
We'll deal with this
Gettys,
later. God damn, I love that jacket.
Right?
Can we show people
Great.
this?
So, as you guys know, Tim here placed a bet with me on Games Daily.
Never bet.
You lost it.
I did. I want to handle this on Games Daily.
Okay.
Okay? I have your money.
Andrew,
Renee,
do you know that
okay?
Tim at any moment has like $200 in cash on him?
That's not true.
Is it real money though, or the Monopoly money? That's the question.
Tim only works with Bitcoin. So if you're okay to be paid a 1 billionth of a Bitcoin, we'll do that for you. No? She's shaking her head no.
Cryptocurrencies.
No crypto. No crypto for us.
Not the Lysander at work says kind of funny reviews the Batman movies. Don't think we haven't talked about that. We're having so much fun with MCU and reviews right now.
Who knows where we'll go
Who knows
after?
where we're gonna go with it? Do I want to go back and watch the Joel Schumacher films? No. Will we? Probably not. Probably
no.
not. But I do. I wouldn't mind going back and watching Batman Begins again. I'm just putting that in
Batman
your,
Begins
just
again?
putting that little seed in your ear. If you want to watch the Nolan movies and review those, I'd be down to talk about those again. Let's see. Mr. Yasman says, Nick and Tim, did you see The Rock? His new Instagram post, he hung out with Logic. Doesn't
I saw
surprise
that.
me. They're dope.
Are we
Nick.
sub only?
Spielberg directed Jaws, not Cameron. Did I say Cameron directed Jaws?
Doesn't sound like something you'd say, Nick.
If
I
you
think-
did, I think that.
I think in the article,
I don't think you said that, but if you did,
No.
it was a mistake.
that's a killer mistake. Yes, Spielberg. Everyone knows Steven Spielberg directed Jaws. Cameron directed Aliens. Okay, let's go into sub-only mode. Oh, I can't do this because I'm logged out, huh? God damn it. I'm logging up myself here. Hold on. See if it worked. Nope.
What are you doing here? Tips?
I was logging in.
Have we done
Oh, we
tips yet?
forgot to do tips, yeah. I was going to put us into sub mode, but I'll put us into sub mode. You guys can queue up your subscriber questions while we read the tips.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Richard Draken says, Nick, I'm rewatching Mad Men. Did you get hooked on the show as it was coming out?
Mad Men? Yeah, I loved watching it as it was coming out. Mad Men's one of those shows that I think crested right, and everyone's like, I'm getting a little tired of this, and the creators are like, cool, we're gonna end it. Unlike The Walking Dead, which apparently is still going on.
It is still fucking going. Projected Reality says, Tim and Nick, are you watching A Quiet Place this weekend? I didn't know it was this weekend. That excites me.
I really want to watch that.
Yeah,
movie.
probably. Probably.
Going into tips, Robert S. Anderson has given us a tip and said, my mom's house burned down in February. Tomorrow she was having surgery to remove 2 discs in her neck. Today, the ceiling is leaking in her apartment. Please send help.
Jeez.
Sorry to hear about all that. That is terrible.
I'm sorry.
Stotzy says, happy 1-year anniversary, Andy. Got my soul crushed by Michigan last night. 15 seconds of sports, and you guys are keeping my spirits up. Go blue. Oh, that's right. It's
any of
Andy's
those
thing. We have to make a big deal of this. We have to buy him lunch or
No,
something.
happy anniversary, Andy.
Happy anniversary. Everyone send
that's
Andy
lovely.
some sweet, nasty love. DuPont TTC24 says, so I wanted to take my wife to KF prom, but she is severely allergic to latex. What are the chances that latex balloons will be at the prom?
High
What are most balloons made out of?
latex.
Yeah, it's a 100% chance
100%
that they're going to be
chance.
there then.
Yeah.
If there's a live event that and Tim Gettys is at it,
There'll be a balloon.
there
drop.
will be balloon drops.
Damn.
Although the balloon drop at this event might not be that magical considering the ceiling's not that high, but we'll figure it out.
Well, I don't think. Will there be a balloon drop or will there be a balloon ceiling?
Maybe it'll be more immersive.
We'll figure it out. Oh, balloon room. We just
That
fill a
would
room
be
with
really-
balloons and
like,
everyone has to bounce around
Put a
them.
camera in front
How
of
about a
that.
ballroom?
Nick,
No, those are
don't
expensive.
fucking say things.
Those are
Don't fucking say
expensive.
things that you don't want to actually happen.
Nick, I've looked into that. It's expensive. Let's not do that.
Mattman94 gave us some cheers that do not reach the threshold of cheers. You have to have 500 cheers or above, so I will not be reading that, but thank you for thinking about us. And Tyro Platter says, first of all hail the champ. I appreciate that. I didn't make it up. It's right there. He said.
You did.
And second, also, what do you guys think
actually
of
did.
French fries on sandwiches?
Big fan.
I'm not. Not on a sandwich. On a burger, sure.
Yeah, okay.
On a sandwich, that's sacrilege. You put Doritos potato chips on sandwiches. Or
Oh, yeah.
baked Lay's. Really good on
that
sandwiches.
sounds good.
All right, let's go back to the subscribers. Thank you for reminding me.
I brought two fun clips because people fail at it.
Let's see him, Kev. Pull him
Okay,
up.
so hold on. Let this restart. There it is. What's the cat gonna do? What's the cat gonna do?
Oh, yeah.
Landing pad. He set up his own fucking landing pad.
That was fucking
Fucking cats. All right, wait, hold on. So that was one. And Nick, I showed you this last week.
Yeah, this is terrifying.
Oh my god!
I love it.
That's funny as
A
hell.
little gift for you guys. A little gift for you guys.
Let's see.
See what I did there? I said little gift for you guys.
Skizip says, Tim, is this your first time in Missouri? Yes, it is. Pretty excited about that.
Hey, Nick, did you ever get the movie Ignacio always talk about? I can't remember what it's called.
Your name?
Yeah.
I don't. We went to the P.O. box. I don't
wasn't
think
there.
no one ever
That's funny.
put it on my desk, so
Damn.
it's not there, unfortunately.
So,
I guess
that
I'll never
sucks.
watch that movie. Sorry.
Huh.
Ty Z Dam says, Nick, how's the champ doing? I'm well. A little tired, but good. Good.
Richard Dragon says, Tim, did you know that if you're allergic to latex, then you're most likely allergic to kiwis because they have similar esters? I don't know what an ester is, but I believe you just because that sounds like a smart statement.
Yeah, an ester sounds like a smart guy thing to say. I don't know anything about that.
Joey in the chat saying, that's a lie. It's in my car right now. But how is that a lie?
Joey, did you steal
How,
it?
like, it being in her car means you didn't get it.
Yeah, Joe.
Why am I a
Nobody
liar?
said that it was there. It sounds like somebody's trying to steal that movie for his or her own use.
Let's do
Joe.
one more.
Someone say, oh, let's see. Joey Noel says,
Kevin is the worst.
it's my
Wait,
car.
wait.
That's a lie, Kevin.
What's going on? I don't understand.
Someone was saying that they're seeing Unsane tonight. I'm probably not going to see that until it comes out on DVD.
I
Not
really,
DVD,
you know,
on rental. It looks cool, but it's cool.
Insane.
Yeah, it's a movie with Claire Foy, she plays the Queen in this the Netflix series The Crown. It's just a movie about her like tripping out and like checking herself into a mental institute because she sees a stalker everywhere she goes. It looks fucking wild.
Yeah,
looking.
it looks weird.
It's kind of right up your alley.
You
You'll
know a
probably see
movie
it.
that I'm not going to see because I'm actually fucking terrified by it?
What's that?
Hereditary.
Hereditary.
Oh, that
Every
looks
time I
cool.
see this trailer, I am so uncomfortable.
We should watch it.
Dude, it looks fucking horrifying.
We should go
What
with
is
James.
this?
Did James get a movie pass?
No, he's an idiot. Dude, Hereditary looks fucking scary. Watch the trailer for Hereditary, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Wow, that looks fucking trippy. Wait, when does Isle of Dogs come out?
It's out already.
It's
last
out.
week.
I kind of want to go watch it tonight, actually.
I gotta go see that. I might see that this weekend. We will see that. All right, everyone. Tim, thank you for
Yeah?
Thank you.
soldiering on with me this morning. Everyone, is it Greg and Andrea on the show today?
Greg and Andrea.
But you'll be making a guest appearance.
I'll be making an
'cause
appearance.
You owe Andrea
I owe
some
Andrea
money.
money.
Everyone else, I'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks so much for joining us. Remember, if you're watching this on YouTube, queue up your comments there. I will go through them later today when this posts and answer them as best as I possibly can. If you say something snarky, you're going to get an even snarkier return because I like to fight snarky with snarky. If you say something nice, though, still snarky. I'm still going to give you a snarky
Snark it
return.
off.
I love you guys. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Kevin, cut the feed.